Good morning. Zach Logan here at the WTOC Digital Desk. This is the News Now. It's a chance for us to kind of catch you with what's going on and what we're working on for you today. We're actually streaming on several different platforms right now. So some of you may be watching us over on our website, WTOC.com, maybe our app. You could also be watching us on Amazon Fire, Roku, even social media like Twitter and Facebook. Facebook is a really cool one because you can actually join in on the conversation. I'm in the chat room right now, so I can kind of see what everyone's saying. And if you have any questions on any of the stories that we're mentioning this morning, go ahead and just leave a little comment and we'll try to get back to those at the end. But we do want to get to our top story this morning. Today, Ludowici will continue to mourn the loss of its police chief after he was killed in a crash this weekend. More than 100 police cars helped bring home Chief Frank McClellan's body from the GBI crime lab yesterday. Hundreds stood along the streets to show their respect. There will be a visitation from 5 to 8 at McClellan Elementary School. McClellan's funeral will be tomorrow afternoon at First Baptist Ludowici. And fears of flooding continue to rise in the Carolinas and Virginia in the aftermath of Florence. At least 32 people have died from this storm. 25 of those are in North Carolina, 7 in South Carolina. Almost the entire eastern part of North Carolina is cut off from the rest of the state because of flooding. Now, the North Carolina Department of Transportation says there's about 1,200 road closures right now. In South Carolina, they're looking at around 230. Rescue efforts have been around the clock as hundreds remain trapped inside their homes. Homeland Security officials are warning anyone who has evacuated to stay put and do not return home.
And we came up awful fast, and I put a marker down, and within 5 minutes it had gone up another, it recovered the marker and was up to the next one and went all the way up to the top of the driveway.
This system is slowly moving out of the region, but remnants are now targeting the northeast. And Savannah classes that were canceled last week due to Florence now have some makeup days. So Savannah Chatham Public Schools has designated Monday, October 8th as the makeup day for taking last Friday off for Hurricane Florence. October 8th was a student and staff holiday and a designated makeup day if needed. Well, they needed it, so now October 8th will now be a regular school day for Savannah Chatham Public School students. And you'll have to work your way around some camera crews today if you're heading to downtown Savannah. Filming is again underway for a new Disney production currently being called Goodbye Stranger. Johnson Square looking a little older with props, costumes, and cars all matching a 20th century time period. Now, due to filming, road closures will be in effect for the next several days. So some of the road closures include portions of Bryan and Bull Streets. The Abercorn ramp near Factors Walk will also be closed this entire week. And speaking of roads, if you drive to or from Hilton Head Island on the Cross Island Parkway, tolls are back on. They went back into effect at 7 this morning. Tolls were suspended last week to help with coastal evacuations as Hurricane Florence approached the state. And the Georgia State Department is responsible for keeping track of jobs, is hosting a job fair today in our area. So today in Darien, the Department of Labor will play host to nearly 24 employers. Talented job seekers can expect positions on the spot, so you better come prepared. The job fair is at the Darien Outlet Center from 1 to 5 this afternoon. Federal, state, county, and private employers are all looking to fill jobs at the fair. And if you're not heading to that fair, you might be heading out to our low country. Let's go ahead and take a live look outside from our Beaufort Memorial Skycam. Looking like a great day, especially a much more peaceful day after what we saw last week with all of the talk about Florence. Glad that that storm is now out of the way. Let's go ahead and check in, see if anybody has any questions or comments relating to the stories that we touched upon this morning. A lot of people like Teresa saying hi. We've got Kathy also saying hello this morning. Barbara saying hello. Clara, Nicole, Alan, good morning to you. Jeffrey saying hello, trying to scroll through, make sure I'm not missing anything. If anybody's got any kind of comments, and some people kind of commenting on the police chief who was killed in that crash. He was a good man, prayers to his family. Definitely a sad, sad situation there, but our Dow Kennedy has been on top of that story, and of course he'll have more for you coming up later on the news. Until then, make sure you join us back here at 11 so you can get a check of your forecast.